everyone, and welcome back to Woods Sports Gaming. We've got a really exciting one for you today as Coach Woods steps into a brand new challenge in our EA Sports NCAA CFB26 dynasty. After Matt Campbell's departure to Penn State, Coach Woods is taking the reins of the Iowa State Cyclones, and it's time to see what he can do. We're kicking things off with a truly unique matchup. While the Cyclones are the home team, we're heading all the way to Dublin, Ireland, for this Farmageddon showdown against our rivals. Kansas State, this is going to be a massive test right out of the gate. The Wildcats are ranked 16th, and we're right there with them at number 17. This is exactly the kind of high-stakes game that will show us what this Iowa State team is made of under Coach Woods. Fortunately, Coach Woods isn't walking into this completely unprepared. He's got some serious talent to work with. And leading the charge is quarterback Rocco Becht. Becht is a dynamic player who can make plays with his arm and his legs, and he's going to be crucial for our success. We're expecting a hard-fought game, a true battle between two ranked conference rivals. Can Coach Woods lead the Cyclones to a statement win in their first outing? You won't want to miss this. Just a quick note for our viewers. We want to be clear that all in-game content, including the game itself and its assets, is the intellectual property of EA Sports. We are simply sharing our gameplay experience and enjoying the simulation. Thanks for tuning in, and we hope you enjoy the game. If you liked what you saw, feel free to hit that follow or subscribe button for more Dynasty action.
It's a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome, everyone, to Dublin Stadium in the spectacular, beautiful country of Ireland. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Cyclones have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. So Kansas State's offense will have the football first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Let's take a wide view for a second of Kansas State. You start the season flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Johnson looking to throw. Got his man. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Kansas State really has this drive rolling. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to set up the screen. There he goes. They've got him now, and he almost picked up that first down on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally starting this season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. The Wildcats back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Looking for space. It's Edwards. They get him down top front. Picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on third down. Off the play fake. Makes the grab on the left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Well, it's a good decision by the quarterback, and I know you didn't get the first down, but the good news is you got a chunk of yards back, now setting up 4th and short and giving yourself an opportunity to go for it here and keep this drive going.
Splits the uprights, it's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Down this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Iowa State's offense will take the field for the first time. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses...
Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Beck saved his best for last in 2024. 4 touchdowns to seal a classic Pop-Tart Bowl win. Unfrosted still better. This year he's going to have to get used to some new receivers, and they're going to need some guys to step up, David.
Unfrosted, absolutely not better first. That was blasphemous. You should never get away with that again. But Rocco Beck, he had a great, solid season. Came up in the clutch when they really needed him down the stretch of games. Another year in the system. Interested to see what the Cyclones can do now.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Use the play fake, now to throw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real, the coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but
things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but what fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
It's complete to the left. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
third down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jackson. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And it's no good. So after the missed kick, it's still 3-0.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Johnson wants to throw it. Get it out on the screen. So they put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Edwards. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Fires to the middle. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Kansas State will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Handoff from the gun. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
It's great to have a physical offensive. It's great to have a physical offensive. That you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get 1st downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Cyclones can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass, it's Beck. They've got the screen set up. After 45 on its way. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
And the Cyclones are moving quickly down the field. They'll move the tight end. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, the fumble on the defense. Fumble on the defense. Pop down in there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The Cyclones come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Back to throw, it's Beck. Flips it out on the screen. And some room to work. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Rides the back on the option, the give. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense, in between the defense, in between the pad level, and he's got some speed.
Now from inside the red zone. He's got him. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
Ready. That's the end of the period, and Kansas State is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the ground with the back. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. And the Cyclones will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to throw. It's Beck. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Powers through the defender. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. These guys got knocked around in Big 12 play last year. That has been a motivating force during the offseason.
Yeah, and you hope it's a motivating force. You hope they were talking about it. You hope it matters to your team that last year was a very big disappointment. With expectations for this squad to end up like they did, a lot of time to stew on it the whole offseason. They better come out with some momentum to start Big 12 play.
I think what was so frustrating about this team last year was that on paper, they looked like a team that could compete for the Big 12 championship, but it just didn't show up each and every week. This year, again, these guys look good from a height standpoint, a weight standpoint, a speed standpoint, but they've got to make plays, and it's got to start here today.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Johnson looking to throw. Buying some time. Quarterback gets past the marker. And he scoops his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. Running back searching for a hole. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Looking for a gap. It's Edwards.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
What a He'll lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty. Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, he's repaying the favor right now to this coaching staff as well. And doesn't it just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice? He looks like he's ticked off.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Looking downfield, it's Beck. Complete along the sidelines, and that'll be good enough for the first down.
Well, that play was designed for that down and distance, right? You saw how he barely got enough to pick up the first. Really nice job by the play caller there, understanding the situation of what play to dial on.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go right back to him. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for a loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he'll just take it. Start at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They think there's room to run to the right here. Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it, they reacted right away, got the running back on the ground immediately.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. That's reeled in. It's Oakland. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Let's see what he can do with it. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll give it to the back. Got the first down and more. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right defense. You can have the right call and the right. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Beck. Makes the catch. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. The Cyclones come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw on 3rd. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. They're working that left side. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Cyclones are facing 3rd and inches. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Short here in the first half. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cyclones will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down. They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Oh, the attempt is no good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Johnson wants to throw it. Safe completion on the screen. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Everett. They'll make the stop, but not before they use this. Johnson wants to throw it. Safe completion on the screen. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Everett. They'll make the stop, but not before they use this on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to throw on first down. He's got an open man. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after
After this, it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Kansas State will kick off as we get things started here in the third quarter. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa State sending the offense back out. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Leaves it with the running back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard. They picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a back.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cyclones can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Let's keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
To the ground, he's got it again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Beck. Snags it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down, get the conversion, move the sticks.
He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from Pater. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. The long-missed field goal squashed any hopes of scoring on the last drive. They'll try to get something done this time. And a quick shuffle pass underneath.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
The Wildcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The play action fake. Finds the tight end. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. Wide receiver going in motion. Johnson looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Bradley. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.
Football and then throw in the play action. It's such a tricky thing for the defense. Do I play run? Do I come up fast? It opens those holes right behind the linebackers and between the safeties to make the passing game just a little bit easier.
They'll go back to the ground. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. On the run, it's Edwards. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll try the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put together a 74. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He rifles one deep to the left. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air.
The give to the back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. The Cyclones with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air. It's Beck. Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Yeah, and those in-breaking routes with the quarterback and the receiver have to be really dialed in, really trustworthy, because you're throwing to the middle of the field with so many hands. Nice job by the defense breaking on the football and taking that in away.
He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And the Cyclones are on the move. The run from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Under fire. Got it set up on the outside. He's inside the 35. They'll spot it at the 34. Not enough for the first down, and let's see what they do on 4th. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Just barely enough to tuck it into that right corner. Lead.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Johnson wants to throw it. Makes the grab. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Caught. They get him down, and that'll be the... Then Iowa State has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. This is a designed run. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Kansas State will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Pulls it in at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive with a pass. Makes the catch near the sideline, but he's downed immediately before he gained an inch.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being able to...
They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here comes the heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Cyclones will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch at the 45. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yard.
This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Cyclones come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Beck. Fires to the tight end. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cyclones have this offense rolling. Give to the running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Back to pass on 2nd down. Lets it fly. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. This conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Right on the money. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
And I like what this offense did, man. They stayed aggressive. They were trying to get the 1st down through the air. But here's the good thing now. You punt the football away. You trust your defense. You got the lead late in this football game. One more stop, and there's a good chance you get the W.
No good. Guys, still a 6-point game, but a missed opportunity.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
They'll move the wide receiver. Now the play fake. This one's complete. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. With the catch, it's Oakland. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Bradley. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They've picked up a couple of first downs to start this drive, and now 1st and 10 from the 47. On the run, it's Edwards. There he goes! They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. And the Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Slithers into space. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. The Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He caught it! And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. And this is almost certainly 4-down territory, down 6, and needing a touchdown in the point after to take the lead. A first down run on the doorstep. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas State.
And the offense continues to run the football. A second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the 4th. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They put together a pretty good drive the last time they had it, but another missed field goal doomed that effort. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. And the Cyclones come to the line in the hurry-up.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Snagged in the middle. It's Jackson. They make the stop, but the sweep rolls down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole and the quarterback bonus strike.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Okay, ready?
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Rolling right and going deep. And it's picked off at the goal line. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They want that clock to run. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. The give to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
A timely pickup to get the 1st down there, and it took a little something out of the... A timely pickup to get the 1st down there, and it took a little something out of the... And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now they're going to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Here comes the offense on 1st down. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.